A lot of people, they jump out the window. I think subject of the day of people, friends and good buddies, day one. They kind of take the heat, or in many cases, a lot of cases, take whatever charge that might happen to, uh, things go on in the streets. So that comes with that game. That comes with anything, though. Any, business or any entrepreneurship that you're trying to do. It comes with the pitfalls, I call them. Some of them being, you're doing business, and of course, you want to have your, people close to you around and enjoy some of the success and the hard work that a lot of people put in to your career, and a lot of people are putting into their careers in the sense that they want to be your success will forever be on their resume because they were part of that success, that campaign. And that's cool. I'm cool with that. But then, if you're working, a lot of people have their security teams as a lot of their buddies, or let's just go ahead and say it, some goons that's in that neighborhood. They got to eat too. Their ribs are showing, so you give them a solid and they can work quasi security, just kind of on the perimeter, so to speak. And they're at events, they're at parties, and these guys are always rough around the edges anyway. So people from all over come to these events that's in the entertainment world, and you might have petty little run-ins, or I wouldn't say beefs. If no bodies have dropped, I wouldn't call it a beef, or no blood is spilled. Just going back and forth, disagreements, whatever that is. That's not beef to me. But you know how things can get out of hand, and so a lot of times people, now they go to social media and express themselves and their, disgruntledness towards that individual who they have a problem with. And a lot of times, as you know, it's the people around, it's the camps that have that goes back and forth, and proving, just case in point that the 6ix9ine and Casanova, the Barkley shooting. So you see how these things can kind of jump off. But in any event, what are your success and how you weave through your career and put yourself in position to, number one, in front of more eyeballs, more exposure. That's always good if you're in the entertainment business, because the object is to sell records and get popular. So you can't fault anyone if that's how they eat. And, the more, accessibility they have to these, these events, it works for them. It's networking. So whatever you want to call it. But it goes on. It goes on all the time, and that's the nature of the beast. Some fall victim, some, I hate to say, fall through the cracks. Some need therapy after they kind of, the career goes sideways or just in a down, just not really popping at this particular time. But, I give everybody credit, if they're trying. So, we go through that. We all do. And so you do it for the love at that point. And that's when it's pure, and that's when it gets you back, I think, as an adrenaline rush to get you inspired to keep going, keep pushing, persevere, and all that. So that's the fight. That's the message. Stay encouraged. Persevere. Don't think of it as gloom. It can be dire straits. I mean, we see what's going on in Ukraine with the invasion of the Russian invasion, an illegal Russian invasion. And so you see how these events and these turning points can really bring the world on the brink of World War III. Putin is just, you check my other uploads in regards to Putin and on this channel, Vanguardian News. But, he's at a point where he wants to be an aggressor. Obviously, he has to be isolated and dealt with accordingly if he continues to, he's done enough, but if he continues to keep campaigning in this way of brutality amongst, civilians, that is not cool. It's not cool at all. So, the world is watching, and they don't like what they see. Families are being, killed, and bomb shelters, and people out there. It's ugly, to say the least. But it's ugly here too. And there's still a lot of division, a lot of lies, a lot of underachievement that's going on in the White House, as far as I'm concerned. Joe Biden and I'm just gonna play it from a distance and just see what happens as far as this administration goes. A shout out to him, at least for nominating the sister and for Supreme Court. So, but you still have work to do, in my opinion. So my vote is not going to be. It's not going to be manipulated this year. You guys gonna have to deliver, but we'll let it play out and see what happens. But maybe incomplete, but you're teetering on D- for me. But incomplete, I really want to give it at this point, but let it play out. Let it play out. So that's what's going on over there. The NCAA's, I'm not going to lie, I haven't really been interested in it. I've had them on. I've looked at it. But once Kentucky got knocked off in the first round, I had no more interest. Now, I still watch it, but I don't have a horse in the race. But I did see the Baylor lost to North Carolina. North Carolina peaked at the right time, so they could be dangerous. Kansas, I didn't see the game, but I listened to it on the radio, and they was able to win theirs. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. NBA, I don't know if the Wizards lost. I believe they lost, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it's not looking good. As you know, they don't have their Bradley Beal. Porzingis is there, but it's an uphill fight. It's an uphill fight for them to get in the the play-in game. But they got to start winning. That West Coast trip was brutal, but they got to start winning. Yeah. Carson Wentz had his press conference this week. And for the most part, I thought he did well. I thought he handled the media well. Not that I ever seen him kind of be a jerk, so to speak, as far as he never came off like that to me as far as in the media. But I didn't feel it. I didn't follow Philly that closely to be interested in his press conference, so it is what it is. But anyway, let me get up out of here. I didn't want to be long. Trying to relax and catch maybe a couple games. Anyway, Top Boy is back, so I've been watching that. Loving it. But anyway, see you next time. Peace.